MSUTV is on the air, bringing you the best student-produced educational, entertaining, and informative programming. Broadcasting out of Breckenridge Hall on the campus of Morehead State University, MSUTV is signing on.
I will not spin plates to make everyone happy.
I will not duck to avoid hitting the glass ceiling.
I will not stay in a small box where I cannot control my life.
I will not just stand on the sidelines and cheer the team on.
I will not carry ancestral baggage, fearful that if I lay down, there will be no purpose in my life.
I will not do something well that doesn't make me happy.
I will not speak so softly that my voice is not heard.
I will not sit at home while others experience the world.
I will not wear masks to avoid being seen fully or upsetting others.
I will not convince myself that tomorrow will suffice when it comes to following my bliss.
I will not play follow the leader unless I am the leader.
Follow your bliss.
Hello everyone, and welcome to this episode of Hear Me Roar. My name is Haley Dyer, and I'm your host this season. If you've never seen the show before, it focuses on powerful women. These women can be on campus. They can be professors or students or just anyone in the community who has accomplished something great. This season, however, is very exciting, and I'm so excited because this is our first official episode of the season. We will be talking about stories of inspiration, stories of hope. Maybe someone has had to overcome some type of hardship to get where they are today. On the show this evening, we have Maddie Decker and also Chloe Phillips, who have they've traveled abroad and they have some amazing stories to share. I myself will too be talking about Honduras. I went there over Christmas break for 2 weeks, and it was truly incredible. So be right back after the break.
Claypool Young Art Gallery, located in the center of campus, offers a wide variety of art pieces from various contemporary artists in America. Exhibitions rotate approximately once a month and also hosts art pieces created by Morehead State University students, allowing art majors to experience the learning process of showcasing their art. Claypool Young Art Gallery. Come on over today and be inspired by aspiring MSU artists.
All that we are is the result of what we have thought. The mind is everything. What we think, we become. I'm Tony Hobbs, host of MSPR's new show, Good Vibes. Each week, I'll be sifting through hours of material to bring you the best in adult alternative music. You can expect to hear from bands such as Coldplay, Mumford & Sons, The Kicks, and much more. Good Vibes, Mondays from 7 to 10 p.m. on Morehead State Public Radio.
Hello, and welcome back to Hear Me Roar. As I said earlier, we have Maddie Decker. So, Maddie, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, hi, and thank you for having me. I'm a professor here in the College of Education at Morehead State University, and I've been very privileged, Haley, to be able to travel, and you had been asking me about some of my travels. It's interesting. I'm also a writer, and recently I wrote in my journal the following words: the value of travel is that it blows all your concepts to smithereens. I literally had this experience recently, and I have a feeling you did too in Honduras.
I know exactly what you mean with
that. What's interesting is in the fall, because I teach in the fall semester, I teach online, I was able to travel to South Korea. And I was actually on a pilgrimage, and I traveled with a Buddhist priest and actually stayed in Buddhist temples everywhere, high in the mountains, some very strange places, beautiful places. One of the things that I was amazed at was how sleeping on a mattress is a concept. You think you've got to have a Sealy Posturepedic. Sorry, I didn't mean to give a commercial, but you think you've got to have some really comfortable bed to sleep on.
That's true.
And actually I slept on a straw mat for almost a month and I was fine. Now that's just one example, but I think that the idea that we walk around not really appreciating things, I wonder what is the value of travel. And recently I just think it's because we're so awake to our setting. And what if we were that awake in our everyday experience, right here in Moorhead? But things seem to be on a zoom lens when we're traveling. Things are so clear to us. Do you find that?
I completely agree with you. You know, sometimes I feel like I can get so distracted with just, the internet or things that a lot of people don't really have in other countries, like the one that I traveled to, Honduras. It's just the simplest of things can really make your experience that much greater. And I think that we take that for granted a lot here.
Absolutely. I think another thing that I would like to share is how I've been thinking about this a lot lately. With technology, we're able to do so many things. It's extraordinary, really. I work in the field of special education, and there's so many things technologically that we can do that's wonderful. But also I've been thinking this, that just because you can do a thing doesn't mean that you necessarily need to do it. So I question myself about this travel thing, Why is it so valuable? What is it that gives it value? And I think it should change you fundamentally as a person. And that's been my experience.
Wow, that's amazing to hear. So what other places have you traveled that you've had a similar experience?
Well, actually, in the summer of 2008, I taught in Paris, France, with our KEYS program, the Kentucky Institute for International Studies. And I would just like to say that anyone listening who thinks, oh, that would be impossible for me, or oh, I can never do these exotic travels. Well, I think we find that things conspire to work with us if you're open to the opportunities. I'd say if I can do something, anybody can do it. So I'm very grateful for that. And one of the things that stood out to me about my time in Paris, I have to confess to some fear. And I think fear is a mind killer. When we're afraid, we can't think clearly. We know this, but somehow I think by watching television and reading the news and hearing media over and over about all the horrors that are going on, which certainly they are, I remember sitting in a cafe in Paris, France one day and thinking about all the people, the wonderful people and the kind people that I met, and how nothing gets on the TV on a day about kindness of someone helping another person or inspiring another person. The gajillions of things that happen every day that never make it to the news.
That's so beautiful, Maddie. If you don't mind, just hold that thought and we will be right back after this.
Sure.
Moorhead State University's new state-of-the-art Recreation and Wellness Center offers you the opportunity to get in shape. Come enjoy our track overlooking the basketball courts, or take our bikes, ellipticals, treadmills, Stairmasters, and other cardio machines for a spin to help you break a sweat. And once you've worked up and breathing, pump some iron down in our weight room. Come visit MSU's new Recreation Wellness Center, open 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. on weekdays today.
Hello and welcome back to Hear Me Roar. We're here with Maddie still. Thanks, Maddie, for pausing on that.
Pleasure. So, what is the purpose of travel, Haley? I mean, does it change us? Do we ever see our world in the same way? I wonder about your time in Honduras.
You know, for me, I knew that I was going to Honduras to help the people there because I actually went on a mission trip. We built homes, we fed the community, we took clothes to give away, we delivered medical supplies.
Wow.
It was absolutely wonderful. You know, I knew I was going to help them, but I had no idea, like I underestimated how much they would really help me. Travel is just so enlightening, honestly.
Did you see that your concepts of the people were erroneous here and where we live, that we see things unclearly? And
right. Honduras really taught me how important the simplest of things are. I really felt there that I was just so completely immersed in the culture and just like the types of food we ate, the music we listened to.
You didn't sleep on a mat, though. You had a straw mat.
I had a cot.
You had a cot.
Well, the first night there, my bed was actually infested with fire ants.
Oh, my.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just all part of the experience, I guess. But anyway, relationships are so important, and I've really learned that, especially coming back, little things that I used to take for granted, definitely I don't now, and that's really remarkable.
May I say something, too, as a professor about students? I know you have Chloe Phillips coming on later. I was thinking of her. I think, honestly, of all, the single most important event for a student is to be able to travel abroad. I do. I mean, I think in terms of education, I would assist anyone I could to be able to do so.
I completely agree. I think just a college student, just being at this age, is such a perfect time to travel because it's when you start to, you know, question who you are. Like, why am I here? What is my purpose?
Well, is it, too, that we have limits on what we think we can do? That was the case for me.
Exactly.
I first went to Europe when I was 17. 17. And, of course, I didn't go back until much later when I actually went as a teacher. I just think we limit ourselves and maybe, I don't know, our circumstances. But when we are able to see other people and the way things are done and to see there isn't a terrorist on every corner.
Right. It's, when you're talking about how things are done, you know, just experiencing just the way they live their daily lives. We actually talked to a family, and the littlest child, he was 5, and every morning he would wake up and go grind corn for his mom to make, and he would do this like at 5 a.m. before school. And just to think a child that young can accomplish something like that, like if it wasn't for him, you know, his family wouldn't even have food for that day. And just little things like that really make us realize that it's okay to do things differently than what we're used to.
Right. It's almost as though we need a model to be able to see what's possible. I love to see the way different cultures work with children. I remember walking down the street in Paris watching a father with his little one, and they were picking him up from preschool, and they were walking.
I'm sorry, but speaking of little children, please, why don't you look at some pictures that I have?
I'd love to. I'd love to. Thank you.
Let's take a look.
Great. Oh, that's beautiful.
So it's.
I can go.
I hope you enjoyed those pictures, Maddie. You know,
oh, yes.
Every time I see those pictures, it just, completely warms my heart because it reminds me of all the experiences that I had there. Did you take a lot of pictures when you
I took
traveled?
a gajillion at least, yeah. Many, yes. I would love to share them with you sometime.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah, it's wonderful to look at them too because immediately when I see them, they all come back to me. I'm sure that happens with you as well.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much for
You're
sharing
welcome.
those.
Yeah, I took a lot of pictures while I was there. But I know you said something about, for students, it's the most important thing. So let's bring on Chloe to the show after this.
Wonderful.
For students living both on and off campus, come check out the new POD store, located in Alumni Tower. POD store is a great way for students on campus to go grocery shopping without leaving campus, or for students looking for a place to spend flex dollars on drinks, snacks, and supplies. Remember, if you're by Alumni Tower, visit the POD store to the right of the catwalk for products on demand when you want them.
Welcome back, everyone. We have Miss Chloe Phillips with us now. So, Chloe, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Chloe Phillips. I'm a student at Brown County Senior High School, and I also participate in the cohort program with MSU.
Wow, that's awesome. We have you on the show today because you're just such an inspirational person, I think, to so many young people, and you've also went to Spain, is that correct?
Yeah, I spent my junior year of high school in Spain. So when I was a sophomore, I read this book called The New Global Student, and I decided, based from that book, that I wanted to be an exchange student, so I did some research into different organizations, and I found one that I really liked called AFS, and I talked to my parents about it, and the rest is history. I had a really good experience.
That's so amazing. Are you the only person in your school to ever be an exchange student? Or
as far as I know, I think I am. Or if there was another person that was an exchange student, it was a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm the first person, I think, from my school that's been an exchange student. And lots of people were really surprised by my decision to become an exchange student because I think it's something really unconventional.
Yeah.
But I think that going to other countries and learning new languages, experiencing new cultures, really just thinking outside your own box and changing your perspective on things is a really eye-opening experience, and it's something that everyone should do.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with you, and I can relate too. So now that you've been to Spain for a year, is it different for you being back?
Yeah, definitely. I didn't think that coming back would be so hard, but it really was hard. I mean, I'm sure you experienced the same thing with Honduras, but just the language even. Coming back and hearing people speak English again was weird. Seeing familiar places was weird. I was like, what am I doing here in Spanish? But now I think I'm adjusted again after being back for a while. So
that's amazing. Yeah, and for me, definitely the hardest part was coming back, and I was so floored by that. I couldn't believe that coming back would be so hard.
Right, the reverse culture shock would be so hard.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I really got lucky in Spain. I had a wonderful host family. We were living in this city called Vilanova y la Geltrú, which is on the coast in Catalonia, which is a province in Spain, but they have their own language, they have their own customs, and they really want to be independent. So while I was there, I definitely felt that sentiment of wanting to be independent, and I almost got some of that myself. I started to feel like I was Catalan, and I still feel like I carry that with me.
That's awesome, and I know that you're going to play a song for us, so I'm so excited to hear that after this.
For students pursuing a career in the medical health field, come check out the new MSU Share Building. The Share Building is located right below St. Clair Hospital on Fleming Avenue. This building will offer students the chance to further their understanding of medical health and prepare them for a future with state-of-the-art hands-on classes.
Hello, I'm Eric Thomas, Director of the Star Theater here at Morehead State University, and I'd like to invite you to come out and join us for some of the great programs we offer in the Star Theater. Our programs are both educational, with planetarium programs, and entertaining, with laser shows that feature artists such as Elton John all the way out to Metallica. So come join us at the Star Theater, located in the Space Science Center here on the campus of Morehead State University. And if you've got questions, go online to moreheadstate.edu/startheater.
Seven 7838747. Who are you?
Need a ride?
Need a ride? Next time, call the MSU van, 783-8747. We're happy to help.
Claypool Young Art Gallery, located in the center of campus, offers a wide variety of art pieces from various contemporary artists in America. Exhibitions rotate approximately once a month and also hosts art pieces created by Morehead State University students, allowing art majors to experience the learning process of showcasing their art. Claypool Young Art Gallery. Come on over today and be inspired by aspiring MSU artists.
Hello everybody and welcome back. So Chloe, I hear that you actually wrote this song, so why don't you tell us about it?
Yes, I wrote this song based on my exchange experience that I had living near Barcelona in Spain, and so it's called Barcelona.
Wow, I'm so excited to hear it. So everyone just enjoy Chloe's song.
Okay.
I've seen Paris in the sun, Boston in the rain. I've seen Copenhagen smiling at me through a window pane. I've seen Colorado snow. In Vegas I made a bet that one day I'd be seeing you again in the town I can't forget. In the town I can't forget. Oh, I can't forget. We'll meet again in Barcelona. We'll say how time has flown. We'll walk for miles and miles beside the sea. We'll meet again in Barcelona. We'll never be alone. We'll find ourselves right where we are to be. Just you and me. I've seen London in the fog, Kansas summer winds. I've seen all this time Jerusalem and the place it all begins. I've seen New York shining bright, spent my days in Central Park, but nowhere compares to my city, to the place that stole my heart, to the place that stole my heart. Oh, it stole my heart. We'll meet again in Barcelona. We'll say how time has flown. We'll walk for miles and miles beside the sea. We'll meet again in Barcelona. We'll never be alone. We'll find ourselves right where we are to be. Just you and me. Barcelona in the morn, all the people in cafes. Barcelona sweet as honey before we went separate ways. Barcelona in the night, when on the streets we used to dance, when our lives tasted like freedom and the lights shone for romance. We were young and we were free in a city of surprise. slowly counting down the days till we have to say goodbye. City of my dreams, Barcelona, Barcelona. Ens veurem a Barcelona, tirem com vol al temps, caminarem junts al costat del mar. Ens veurem a Barcelona, ja no estarem sols i per fi trobarem la nostra llar, la nostra llar. We'll meet again in Barcelona, we'll say how time has flown, we'll walk for miles and miles beside the sea. We'll meet again in Barcelona, we'll never be alone, we'll find ourselves right where we are to be, just you and me. You and me. You and me. Barcelona.
For students living both on and off campus, come check out the new POD store, located in Alumni Tower. POD store is a great way for students on campus to go grocery shopping without leaving campus, or for students looking for a place to spend flex dollars on drinks, snacks, and supplies. Remember, if you're by Alumni Tower, visit the POD store to the right of the catwalk for products on demand when you want them.
Hello everybody, welcome back. Chloe, that was absolutely beautiful. I could really feel the connection that you had with the city.
Yeah, I really wanted to write a song that really just captured kind of in 3 or 4 minutes everything that I felt about Barcelona and just really get that emotion.
Yeah, well, you are extremely talented. That was beautiful.
Thank you very much.
So, is the keyboard the only instrument that you play, or?
Yeah, unfortunately it is. I tried to learn how to play guitar, but that didn't really work out too well, so I just stuck with the keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I wish I played more instruments.
Yeah. Do you write other music?
Yeah, I have quite a few songs. I have another song on YouTube, and
wow,
yeah,
that's awesome. Have you performed this for your friends when you came back, or
the Barcelona song?
Yeah,
actually, I wrote that just for this program.
Wow,
because I knew that I was
so special.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to play another song for us. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I think this has been a great episode, and we're so excited to have had Chloe and Maddie both on the show. So thank you so much for sharing your experiences, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
Whoa, don't need no gentleman, just need a man who knows to treat his woman right. Don't need no fancy words, just need a man right here to keep me warm at night. Cause games are for boys and rules are for children, and I swear that I never learned to stop wanting impossible love, to give up the hope that it will be returned. Lord, I spent all my life looking for a man who understood, to tell me that I'm bad when I'm bad and good when I'm good. He's been a long time coming, but he's finally here. Got me rubbing my eyes, hoping he don't disappear. Whoa, he said yes, I said no. I said stop, he said go. But he can talk the talk and walk the walk and take me as I am. Yeah, that's a real good man, a real good man. Whoa, don't need no millionaire, Just need a man who understands a woman's worth. Don't need no fancy things. Just need a man who knows what it feels if it hurts.